Despite the slight misfire that was Ghost in Ant-Man and the Wasp, one thing is clear. Marvel got a hell of a lot better at doing villains in 2018. With Thanos and Killmonger, the studio gave us two engaging bad guys with compelling backstories and bone-chilling methodology to boot. They clearly have a lot in common. They both resemble cartoon characters, they're both portrayed by actors who've starred as other Marvel heroes, and they're both part of minority groups. Thanos being the last of the purple spacemen, and Killmonger being a displaced Wakandan.
The Doopie Bros have discussed MCU villains before. Go check out our Loki vs Vulture video. But this year we've been spoiled. Well, apart from Ghost. It's very telling when fans start rooting for these new assholes. Question is, which is the biggest asshole? It's surely Thanos, right? I mean, he's gigantic. As usual, we'll break the matchup into random rounds and score them as we go. And just to point out, for those intellectually challenged members of the audience, this isn't a fight to the death. It's pretty clear who'd win that one. It'd be Thanos' asshole. So, who's the best bad guy?
Round 1, motivation.
In the spirit of a revolutionary, Killmonger is motivated by the desire to empower an oppressed group and thereby tear down the status quo. He's seen his fair share of hardship, his uncle killed his dad, he was isolated from his homeland, and worst, he had to grow up in Oakland. He's pissed off at the inequality he sees in the world. And while there is an element of revenge, Erik ain't doing this solely for personal reasons. Hell, he could quite happily have lived in luxury as the king of Wakanda. Nope, he's seeing this revolution through, which presumably means killing a whole bunch of people, and by golly that's terrifying for two colonizers like us. I mean, have you seen those ravenous rhinos? Joking aside, you gotta respect this guy's commitment, even if his plan's a little OTT, but we'll get onto that.
If you think that's crazy, things are about to get Keaton level of nuts. Thanos more than lives up to his moniker of Mad Titan, but we're given plenty of screen time to help humanize, or alienize, the character. Gone is his comic book motivation of trying to impress Lady Death. Dude wasted his time too. Instead, movie Thanos is doing the universe a favour by wiping out 50% of all life. You see, resources are finite, so let's kill half the people. It's a bit of a leap, but hey, it's better than everyone dying, right? But I mean, can we at least have a discussion about what to do? He's kinda decided for everyone and might not have considered the ramifications. Like, what if half of the Baldwin brothers disappeared and we got left with Daniel and William? Wait, which one's William again? Even though they're bad guys, audiences can still relate to these characters, but we have more of an understanding of Erik's motivations, whereas Thanos just seems a bit pissed he got called mad one time and now is really trying to prove a point. As the more relatable, Killmonger takes this round.
Round 2, methodology.
Erik's been training his whole life for this moment. He's a mercenary with experience displacing governments and is an accomplished warrior, which comes in handy when taking control of Wakanda and absolutely owning T'Challa in combat.
Long live the king.
Killmonger also manages to win over the Shield tribe by delivering the body of a mocap performer and showing everyone his ring. No homo. One criticism is that Erik's plan works out all too conveniently, and he really is helped out by the worryingly easy to manipulate Wakandan succession rights. But this ain't the first time we've seen a convoluted plan in the MCU. Even so, arming people with vibranium weapons and pointing them at their oppressors seems like it'd do more harm than good.
Meanwhile, Thanos has been busy blinging up his pimp glove, but his victims are random rather than targeted. Well, most of them. Who lives and who dies is up to chance, so it could go horribly wrong. We've already covered the Baldwin scenario. Thanos sees an imbalance in the universe with demand, i.e. life, outweighing the supply of the universe's resources. Killing half of all life is certainly a plan, but did he ever think about just creating more resources? Whether this is possible or not, he goes down the more snappy route, which then makes you wonder why he's so lenient in combat. After a murderous intro, he goes easy on Avenger and A-hole alike, where you'd think killing these guys would be the best and simplest option. Oh yeah, well, there was that. But he has his fun, slapping the shit out of the Hulk, blowing bubbles, and Loki-style, faking his own demise. Twice. Both characters have been planning for a long time, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their aims. But given Thanos' more weighty goals, and the fact he offers his favourite daughter, we'd say he's that little bit more determined. Plus, he actually, achieves his mission. So he takes this round.
Round 3, legacy.
Though he ultimately meets his end in BP, there have been rumours Michael B. Jordan will return for future sequels. Let's be honest though, he ain't coming back if Thanos ain't dealt with first. T'Challa needs to be resurrected so Marvel can keep beating that cash cow. Let's give Killmonger credit though. He actually convinces T'Challa to change his mind, which arguably leads to Wakanda opening up to the rest of the world and uniting their disparate tribes, which itself directly impacts Infinity War. That said, had Killmonger survived the movie, what was there left for this guy to do? He's such a polarized character that it's all or nothing for Erik, so he's pretty much exhausted his longevity straight out the gate, and that's probably what makes him so memorable.
Brolin, meanwhile, is just getting started as Thanos. He's only just got out of the damn chair. Logic suggests his victory will be short-lived, given all the sequels riding on the return of several characters. But this isn't to say Thanos is done after Avengers 4. They've been building this guy up for the last 6 years, so why wouldn't they bring him back for future installments? Unless, say, Disney just acquired a ton of previously off-limits characters by buying the competition. But with Josh Brolin, they have an actor who, even beneath layers of CGI, gives a nuanced performance, so it'd be a shame to lose him so soon after making such a giant impact. This is a tough round to call, but we feel Thanos just edges it. Plus, it's going to take the combined efforts of the surviving Avengers to take him down, which shouldn't be too hard. Maybe just dig up a few of his old tweets.
So there you have it, Thanos is our undisputed winner. To be fair, this is very disputable, so be sure to give us your thoughts in the comments below. Maybe you think Loki is still the king of the bad guys? Or perhaps Whiplash is your fave? Whatever you believe, thanks for watching. Be sure to click all the buttons and whatnot below.